All right, good Wednesday, good work day. A lot of energy, you know. I'm really pleased with our kids late in the year. We've got a lot of juice, a lot of energy. Might have been a little too silly early. Had to kind of hone it back in, defensively and offensively. But our kids work, man, and they continue to improve. And so really proud of their energy and their effort and how they treat people. And got a tremendous challenge this week, so we got to continue to keep working through the week and focus on the process of it. And we got to go evaluate this film and keep moving towards it. So with that, I'll open it up.
Talk about Trey's week this week and where he's, 14 months down the road. Where's he visibly better to you as a quarterback?
Yeah, he's moving around a lot better, than he was earlier. He's moving around faster. He's getting that back. And he's just an older, experienced guy that's played a lot of football and a lot of different coaches, so he's seen a lot of ways to do it. And, he's got good arm strength. He's got a good presence back there. He has great leadership skills, he's from a football family and got great mom and great dad, so he knows how to treat people and knows how to lead. And like I said, man, really proud of how he played last week and he's working hard to do it again this week.
What did he show you specifically Saturday that is encouraging, just the way he was able to run the offense?
Yeah, when we got here, and got Trey, his first spring here, he was incredible. That summer, he was incredible as well. He went to the Manning Academy, and Archie Manning raved about him too. And then, we came into that first game versus South Al and, had our ups and downs in it. And then I think he was 9 of 11 in game 2 versus Grambling when he broke his foot. And, it was just a really bad injury that he had to overcome and the ups and downs of that and coming back from that. And just proud of how he's worked, to get himself back and stayed involved in it, because that's not easy to do for anybody when life doesn't go your way. And that's what we try to preach and train here. He's just a special young man. He had his eyes in the right spot. The plays that were there, he took. The plays that weren't there, he didn't make the devastating play. He threw it away. And then, he made some really good plays. Like I said, he had a scramble on a third down. He had a step up in the pocket, check down to Frank Gore. That ended up being a big play, and he just, from an assignment-wise, he just really did what he was supposed to do, which allowed our offense to function at a level that we've not had here. We've had in our past at other places, and it really shows what we can be when we get that position going. And I'm just proud of how he played.
Can you talk about what it allows you to do as a play caller now with him in there?
Oh, God, we're just able to run our offense. You know what I mean? I mean, not just our run game and our RPOs, but also in the passing game. We hit some quick game. We hit about 4 screens in the game. We were able to adjust off of the different coverages that they were playing. We were able to punch and counter punch, if you will. We only had 2 3-and-outs all night. And so we were able to move the ball consistently and do things and attack all areas of the field, vertically and horizontally. So, it's what we want to be. It's what we've been in our past for 20 years, everywhere we've been. It's what we're going to be here as we continue to improve and move forward.
So about South Alabama's quarterback and just the challenge he proposes. It seems like he always keeps his eyes down the field when he moves out of the pocket.
Yeah, they do a good job keeping him upright. They do a good job getting shots for him. He's got some good receivers. He's a coach's kid too, that's been through a lot. He's a transfer as well, just like Trey. So he's been coached by a bunch of different people, which, again, I think is an advantage for you. I was that way as a player. I was a transfer, was coached by. So, you see a lot of different ways to do things. He's an older kid that's got a really strong arm, and they do a good job with him.
Conversely, what are some of the challenges that the South Alabama defense provides?
Yeah, so they've got a really old defensive front that's played a lot of football. A lot of those guys have been there for a long time, with the previous staff and this staff. So they're older and strong, and they're men in there. They really do a good job holding point in their gaps. They can create some pass rush. Their linebackers are really good in the box, like they're really good hitters. They're physical. So they were, us and them are very similar in the box. They get after you. On the back end, they've done a good job too, and they do a good job, of run blitzing and trying to take the run away through some safe run blitzes and still trying to keep it in front of you. And they're a tremendous challenge. They're a really good defense. Like pretty much, everybody we played. This will be game 11. I don't know if we played a bad defense yet. With our schedule this year, it's kind of how it's turned out.
Outside of maybe Troy, a lot of new teams this year. guess Tulane not in this category, but
Uh-huh.
South Alabama, this is a team you have seen
Yeah.
in the past year. So how does that, does it kind of give you kind of know what you're expecting a little bit more than maybe the past couple weeks where, first
Yeah.
meetings all over the board?
There's a familiarity with their staff. I mean, I've known Kane for a long time. We've gone against each other before last year, and then their D coordinator and Coach Greg worked together at Liberty. Corey Batoon's a great coach. I've known a lot of their offensive staff for a long time, and so there's a lot of familiarity there. For us, we weren't even really a college football team last year at the point in time we played. So, we were a shell of a program trying to build, a real college team. So, we feel like we're a lot better now, and hopefully we can play a lot better than we did in that game.
You sort of talked about the seniors that have, seen a lot in the last 4 years or so here. Just to celebrate them Saturday, what will that mean? I mean, what does that group mean to you? And obviously, you guys want to celebrate them with a win.
Yeah, it's going to be an emotional day for me and all of them because, man, those kids had 100,000 reasons to leave. Most every kid in America would have left. We had a lot did leave. You know what I mean? And they really only had one real good reason to stay, and that's love of Southern Miss and belief in where we could head. And, man, we begged them to stay, and they did. And they've built themselves up. They've all improved and gotten better. They've bought into how we've done it, and we've completely changed this program. We're a program now that wins academically. We're a program now that goes to the veterans' home. We're a program now that is changing people's lives, and we're a program now that is starting to win. We've played a lot of close games this year versus a lot of really good opponents, and I think this is the fourth team we've played, that's got a chance to win, 9 games or more this year. And played some really good football teams. They've built this program back up to respectability. We would like to take another step with this program before this year's over and send them out the right way. But I got great respect for them and the platform they've laid for what's going to be a really bright future.
I know you have a lot of respect for South Alabama, and obviously every game's important, but is there perhaps a little extra motivation seeing as though they're right in your backyard?
Jackson, for us, man, I don't know if we can really think that far. For us, man, we're just so – I know it sounds like coach speaking cliche, but it really is true for us. Like, all we can think about is Wednesday. And now we got to get better for Thursday because we just, man, everything for us is hard. You know what I mean? Nothing comes easy right now. That's for a lot of reasons. We're deficient in some areas. We're young in a lot of areas. And we're just growing. And, we just got to focus on the next task at hand. And, maybe there'll come a day where I can answer that question and say, heck yeah, man. You know what I mean? But and that day is going to come. But right now it's just not there. We just got to focus on the task at hand right now, which is let's get in here and watch this film and fix some things and get better on Thursday.
Anything else?